By this summer, Houston firefighters could get millions in back pay and raises for years to come.
But at a time when city leaders say the city is broke, they worry, for one, what it could mean for other services. ABC 13's Nick Notario is live in the studio with more on this story. Nick.
No one on council believes firefighters don't deserve to get this money. They're worried, though, on how they can afford it and what it'll do to the morale within the city.
And it's the only reason I ran for mayor.
Houston Mayor John Whitmire didn't mince words today when he talked about the city's finances.
We're broke.
Which is why some council members raised concerns about a deal Whitmire inked last week after nearly a decade of fighting over firefighter pay that spilled out in the voting booth, council chamber, and courtroom. Whitmire's trying to bring it to an end. He wants the city to spend $650 million in back pay and give firefighters a 34% raise over the next 5 years.
Are we going to fee Houstonians? Is it a trash fee? Are we paying for parking after 6? Are we going after Metro's money? What are we doing?
Whitmire says to pay for the deal, everything's on the table. It's concerning to some council members who worry what this could do to other city workers when they see the raise firefighters could get.
When we have to open warming centers, it's municipal employees who staff those. It's solid waste. When we had the freeze, it was public work employees dropping off water to every district.
This isn't a done deal. Council, the attorney general, and judge have to sign off. Whitmire says the compromises saved the city money because it could have cost a lot more in court.
I campaigned on it. I made the commitment to resolve it and quit kicking the can down the road.
Houstonians may get hit with new fees to cover the cost and may not even get a say. To get the $650 million bond for that back pay would require only a council approval and not voters. We asked Whitmire why he doesn't put it on the ballot. He says this is a tool they can use, and he wants this done as quickly as possible.
We're going to check back in with Nick in just a second here because we're also still working to get you answers about all of the 250,000+ suspended incident reports by HFD and now the investigation into the department. Today we met the mayor's independent panel, he says. Let's take a listen at what happened.
But if you talk about going after former chiefs or trying to talk to them.
No, stop. Don't put words. I've never said go after anybody.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, that words matter.
Well,
I'm not going after anyone. I'm asking for everyone to cooperate in a very serious investigation.
All right, Nick, the mayor fighting ultimately a two-front war, it seems like right now, when you talk about the firefighters contract and HFD. You were there today trying to get answers. What was your feeling about the facts we got?
Well, here's the thing. Last week, he laid out this independent panel, and we weren't given the names ahead of time, so it was hard for us to really ask educated questions about the information that we were quickly having to digest. Once we were able to digest that information, we tried to ask more questions. The mayor was out of town the next 2 days, and then when City Council met yesterday and people tried to raise some concerns, the mayor stepped out. He says it was for a meeting. Well, we've heard from a criminologist and other community activists that the panel that he assembled is too small, too biased, and isn't able to do enough because it doesn't have enough political power. So we're still trying to ask the mayor these questions and try and get them answered. He defended them, saying that the group is the right size, and if there are issues, to simply hold him accountable. But one issue we've run into, he says it's independent, so we tried to talk to panel members, and what we've discovered is that he's told them not to talk to the media, and here's what he had to tell us as to why he's instructed them to not talk to the media.
This is something that you have promised would provide transparency, yet when people have tried to reach out to speak to these panel members, we're told that the mayor's office was asking them not to speak to journalists.
I saw your report last night. Left out the sensitivity to the victims. They're going to be looking at police records.
But we don't want to ask them about the investigation. They haven't met yet.
You want to know why it's not going to be done in public or talk to reporters? Because the sensitivity of the sexual assault victims, the complainants, the witnesses, it's police review.
But shouldn't you trust them to not speak about that if that's a concern?
I trust them totally. And that's the reason I'm asking them to be very cautious. Don't respond in real time to inquiries about their review process.
And that was my colleague Liliana Pearson there asking those questions. Of course, we're going to stay on to this because this story isn't going away. Nick Notario, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.